Today we are going to see part 2. In part 1 we have already seen the terms involved like functional group. Example of functional group is given on the right hand side. You can see COOH, NH2, aldehyde, ketones, etc. are functional groups. And we also saw what saturated and unsaturated groups are, and aromatic and aliphatic. Now these are the list of compounds for organic analysis as per page 260 of volume 1 of your chemistry book. So totally 9 compounds are suggested, of which 5 are solid compounds and 4 are liquid compounds. So for sake of learning, I have categorized them as solid and liquid. 5 compounds are solid. So acids, sugar and diamide. Generally urea is given. So acids, sugar and urea, they are solids. And in liquids, generally given compounds are liquid, primary amines, aldehydes and ketones. So among the 5 solid compounds, you can see that the acids are aromatic, whereas sugar and diamide, it is aliphatic. They are aliphatic. And in liquid compounds, all the compounds are aromatic. So in general, we can say among the totally 9 compounds, you have only 2 aliphatic compounds, which is sugar and diamide. The rest are aromatic. And when it comes to saturated and unsaturated, only one unsaturated acid, cinnamic acid, is suggested, and the other unsaturated liquid compound is aldehyde, which is cinnamaldehyde. So here I have mentioned the names of the compounds. So if you get a compound as a solid, immediately you can tell that you are not given amines, you are not given aldehydes, you are not given ketones. You can confirm the absence of these compounds. Rather than telling that this compound is present, the moment you get a solid compound, you can tell that you don't have amine, aldehyde or ketones. So you can be sure. Whereas if you get a liquid compound, then you can be sure that it is not an acid, sugar or an diamide. So in that way, you will be able to, now these are just tips for the analysis. It doesn't mean that you should skip the test, but this is just to tell you that this is how you can use the procedure and analyze the compounds. So when it comes to acids, the generally given acids are which is prescribed in your book is benzoic acid, cinnamic acid and salicylic acid. Of these, as already told, all the 3 acids are aromatic and cinnamic acid is unsaturated, whereas benzoic and salicylic acid are saturated. When it comes to diamide, generally urea is given, which is aliphatic, and sugar, reducing sugar, that is glucose, may be given, which is aliphatic, and all the compounds are saturated, that is urea and glucose, they are saturated. So these are the structures of the solid compounds. You can see that benzoic acid, C6H5COOH, salicylic acid is hydroxybenzoic acid, which is aromatic, and whereas glucose, which is C6H12O6, and diamide, which is urea, both are aliphatic. And cinnamic acid is also aromatic, but it has got an olefinic type of bond and unsaturation present in it, so it is categorized as unsaturated. So among the solid compounds, 3 are aromatic, 2 are aliphatic and 1 is unsaturated. Among the liquid compounds, you can see that these are the structures of liquid compounds: benzaldehyde, cinnamaldehyde, and aniline, and ketone is acetophenone. So all the 4 liquid compounds are aromatic. So if you get a liquid compound, definitely you can write as aromatic. And you have to test whether it is saturated or unsaturated, because only one aldehyde is unsaturated. So for example, among the liquid compound, if you do the saturation test and if you get as unsaturated, then definitely it should be cinnamaldehyde. In general, along with the names of the compounds, now this slide will give you a clear picture of all the compounds you are going to do. Totally 9 compounds, 5 solid and 4 liquid compounds, and all the 7 compounds, they are aromatic, only 2 aliphatic, sugar and diamide. So in the next portion, we can see about the preliminary test for analysis. Thank you.